Stop! Police!
Oh, shit.
We have a multiple 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here!
Hey, what's up? This is Community Service with Craig Conant. That's me.
Hey, how are you? Oh, boy.
What's up, Craig?
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
This
Thanks
is a
for having me.
divider. You stay over there. What's up, fool?
How you doing,
I
man?
love you, dude. I started with you. I had
you
like
started
maybe a
before
year
me.
on you.
Yeah, you started before me.
Yeah.
Can I tell the story I told
Yeah,
you?
let's do it. That's a
All
good
right.
story.
So I met Craig. The first time I ever met Craig was at an open mic. I was almost a year in. He was about a year in. No, you were about 2 years in.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
about 2 years in. And after our sets, he came up to me and he tagged up my hacky ass dog eating joke, what I thought was brilliant.
it was good.
But it's it's for year one. You
Yeah,
think
it's
it was
standard.
whatever. And then he goes, 5 years from now, we're both gonna be headliners. And I actually just believed it. I was like, yeah, that's I guess that's what's gonna happen.
and I didn't.
What are you talking? Both our names are marquees that we both headline clubs now.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels good, man.
As soon as I actually realized that I recently got my first weekend headlining, and then I saw Craig's thing. Craig was headlining somewhere, and I was like, oh, I remember him saying that. It just made me think,
And
wow,
I don't remember that.
that's correct. But you spoke it into
Crazy.
existence somehow.
I know. I know. That's
And I kept
dope.
that with me. I was like, I don't know. It kind of I get stuck. I just remember shit,
You're good, dude. It's crazy how somebody can say something to you and it's very impactful and carries weight. And the person that said it doesn't fucking remember at all. You're like,
true.
that changed my life. And they're like, who are you? No, it's so funny, dude. Nah, but it came true because you're funny as fuck. And even though it was a dog eating joke, I had a joke about eating dog treats.
Yeah.
It's the white man's version.
Yeah. No, I remember one time, I think like a few minutes later, I saw you.
That was the bond. We both eat dogs. No, but it's just, I just knew you were funny. You could just tell when someone's funny. Whether they're in their infancy and they're hacky or corny or whatever, you always know, because you're new. You're just going to have some bad jokes at first. It's standard. No one's going to be fucking Eddie Murphy, okay? But you just know who's funny because you're just like, that guy's funny. He's funny. He's funny.
Also, I knew the same for him too. I knew he would be great. Because this is what I learned very early on. I got the people I started with. I got a bigger club. I got like an Ontario Improv, one of those clubs, and then the guy that booked me, he like, I like this one part of the joke didn't go well, and I'm fucking nervous about it. When you first, you're
Yeah.
like, oh God, I'm first time
It'll
here.
just stop you. You'll just be like, now you just bulldoze over it, and in your head you're like, you motherfuckers. But in the beginning it halts you. You go,
They need to laugh at that one part.
you're
Like,
supposed to laugh.
Yeah, you're supposed to. And then I was so scared. I went to the guy that booked me, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry about that part." And he was like, "What are you talking about?"
He had no idea.
He had no idea. He didn't
idea.
watch my shit. And I was like, "You never watched." You could tell he had no idea what I was talking about. And he's like, "I was like, you never seen my comedy?" Yeah. He was like, "No." Then why'd you book me? He was like, "Oh, cause you're a cool dude." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Is that the secret? Just be cool.
Yeah,
you
that
could be
too.
trash. You could be trash, and if you're cool, not trash. If you're mediocre and
Yeah.
cool, you'll get far.
It's true.
If you're
It's
just
true.
cool, just relax.
You can be super funny and an asshole and still make it, but you can't be mediocre and an asshole.
No,
You
no,
better
no.
back the fuck up
Or
before
you got to get really
smacked
lucky.
the fuck out.
Somehow you had the set when the right person was watching. I've seen that happen.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
it does. It does. You never know who's walking in that room.
Yeah, it happens.
Laura Bites was on stage at the Comedy Store, and Joe Rogan walked in late night, like 1:30 a.m., and she's fucking great. And then he took a picture of her and posted her, and she got like 30,000 followers in fucking in an hour. It's crazy.
She's cool.
She's great.
She's funny.
She's great.
She's really
she
funny.
takes care of my cat when I'm out of town. Sometimes. Mr. Cat.
She looks like
I
she
forgot
does
to tell her about the blood boogers. My cat's a cokehead, dude. No, he has this condition. He's not a cokehead, but he shoots. He shoots. I'm not kidding. My walls are tagged up. It's fucking gross. He shoots these fucking slugs out, and you're just like, why do you? Why? He's got a condition.
Why are you so good at that?
He's a little sickly. He's had it his whole life. I took him to the vet, and there's some drops you give him, but poor little fucker. But it's all he knows. So
How old is?
I don't know.
You don't know. You rescue?
Yeah, he knocked on the door and he came in, and I was told he's probably 4,
How long ago was that?
maybe 4 months now. Chris, what do you think? Something like that.
Been
5?
at least that.
Yeah, 5 months. Yeah, I don't keep track of stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit. He's
That's
so.
cool. That's
I
very
never
cool of
thought
you.
I'd be a cat lady. I'm a fucking cat lady. I got cat coasters. It's his face. That's him. Custom made.
Oh,
It's custom made.
Oh, that is cute.
That's under.
I thought that was another one.
He
at this.
picked up that one.
I was like, man, this one's not very good. This guy fucked up.
Cat looks like a
Need your
spiral.
goddamn money back for this one.
That's
That's
so
nice
funny.
though. Let's look it up. Let's keep it up.
Yeah, you see Mr. Cat's under your water there.
Oh,
I got my big gulp of coffee, glass straw right there. Cause I'm a fucking hippie. Bareback, baby. What's up?
Oh, you know, huh? Oh, what?
That's the promo clip right there. Just that moment. That was so funny. What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Dude, everything is good. I'm just having a good time. Loving this. Being very grateful to be able to do this.
Yeah, I know. That's
To
the
do
only
stand-up
time I'm
comedy.
happy. And then I only think about that for about 8 minutes a week. This
Why is
world
that
is
the only
exhausting.
time you're happy?
When I'm grateful for what I have, because it's so overwhelming. I'm working on this, and that, and
Yeah.
you're just like, you know how it is. You run a business and all that shit.
Yeah, it's a lot, but you know what? It keeps your mind busy. I think it's good to keep your mind busy and you're just yourself just busy.
I'm a caveman. I want to stare at the wall, bro.
Really?
I don't want no busy mind. I
Really?
just want to write jokes.
Yeah, me too.
In a
but
perfect world, I just want to go on stage and be funny.
but you need to live life to write jokes. I feel like.
Well, yeah, that too. I'm saying I want to live life, but like nowadays, you gotta fucking podcast studio, podcast producer, fucking your own merch store, your own Instagram, your own publicist, manager, agent. You know, like there's no. Back in the day, you just had to be funny. And I hate talking like this. Remember back in the day? I wasn't even around back then. But I'm just
You
saying.
heard,
I
but you
heard
heard.
like you just told jokes. Now you got to do Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, fucking T-shirts, flyers. I make my own flyers because flyer guys are expensive. I don't like making flyers. I want to tell fucking fart jokes. God damn it! You know what I'm saying? You got to do all that, and that all. I mean, it's the business side, and you have to do it. If you're smart, you should, it's all there, and you do it, and we get it done. But it's just like, I just want to talk. I want to talk into the microphone.
Yeah,
That's
me
all I
too.
really want.
Me too.
Anyways,
But this is the beautiful
But we
thing about
do it.
stand up. It's beautiful is you could have had a mediocre to a horrible day. And if you go on stage and you murder the room, you sleep so great.
oh yeah,
It's so great to have this.
It is. You could get hit by a bus and just kill on stage. I know that's a bad analogy, but you know what I'm saying. You could be having a bad goddamn
I think
day.
I'd still be pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, mother.
You could be hit by a bus called life. Is that
Yeah,
a better?
that's okay. That's much
That's
better.
much better. Your bones are intact, and then kill on stage. You're like, I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good. But then if you bomb, bad day.
Yeah.
Bad
You know,
day.
it's a great time when everything just goes. You have a great day. Everything seems to flow great, and you have a great set. Then it's like, oh man, that's just there's nothing better than that. Everything just flows so right.
Vibrations.
Yeah, it's vibration. I believe in that stuff.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I really believe in that stuff. I
got
got rocks by my fucking bed and shit.
I got rocks.
Look at that. You got a
everywhere,
big. I don't even got a rock. Look at that goddamn rock.
dude. I got rocks everywhere. There's crystals.
This motherfucker is Oh shit.
I got a motherfucking bowl of rocks right
Oh,
here. Man.
you should be able to time travel with all this shit. God damn.
You gotta have rocks and
You
knives,
better
bro.
heal shit. You better heal all type of shit.
Look at this one. This is my cat's testicle right there. You want to hold it?
Nah, man. No, I don't know if you're serious. God damn, why, Craig? Why? Craig, crazy, man. And he's so cool, you can't even get mad. If that was actually real live, fresh doo-doo, I'd be like,
this
stop
ain't
playing,
no
Craig.
doo-doo. This is not
I
doo-doo.
just said
I
if it was
said
doo-doo.
testicle.
I know, but if it was, because it kind of looks like doo-doo,
It does look like doo-doo.
Craig's the kind of guy, yeah, they're all right, Craig. That's cool. Just cut it out, you know?
I don't know what this is.
It looks like a really old meatball. Like a really old meatball. Like, oh, wow. Oh, God.
It's shit. Definitely shit.
Only white people would do that.
No,
Would
I'm
bite
Mex-
it when it's possibly a piece of doo-doo.
I'm Mexican.
Or, okay, with the white part of you.
I told you it was his nutsack.
Okay, I believe it. I'm just going to believe you.
Can you see that? Instagram.
Yeah, those
That
are his,
better?
Yeah.
The old
And,
twig
and he
doodle.
put one in his mouth.
Hey,
So if you know he put a cat testicle in his mouth, you know he'll do that to a human.
no. So when I was in middle school, this one kid, I don't know if I should name this kid. I always name first and last name. Maybe we'll just do the bleep out. Jason. We played pranks on this poor kid. He was insane. Very smart kid. Fuck. Don't put his name out there. Anyways.
It's too late now.
I'll believe.
Sorry, buddy.
Two different things. In speaking of cat's testicles, he was a science kid, and he got his dog neutered or spayed. I don't know which one's which. Which one's which?
Neutered.
Yeah, he got his his dog's balls chopped off, and he brought him to school in a Ziploc baggie for show and tell. No, this is true. This is true. And the teacher almost threw up.
Yeah.
And then the whole class, like, it was a bag of water, blood, and two nuts. Like, it was real. Like, this was real. This wasn't fake. And he was like science. He's like, look at this, guys. And we were like, no.
Nobody
Like, the
stopped him.
whole fucking class went, oh, no. He walked in, guy. Hey, show and tell. Show and tell.
But look, I know his mom probably. I mean,
I don't know what's going on in that
stopped him at
family.
home. Hey, I don't think that's a good idea, son. You know, like, I'm not sure they should be doing this.
He brought his dog's testicles to school. The teacher got mad at him, but didn't know what to do because it wasn't like he was sick. He thought it was like science, you know. It wasn't like, ooh, look at these nuts, you know.
That's
He
not
wasn't
science.
jacking off to his dog's nuts. He was like eager to share it with us, and all of us were like, what the fuck?
Maybe he didn't have shit.
All right,
At the
Hannibal.
very last minute, he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna. Oh, let's just take these. Maybe that happened. You know.
How did he get him?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even
my
understand.
Maybe
Like
he went
the
back and
vets
stole.
give
it.
them out?
Maybe he went back and stole that shit.
Hey, Hannibal Lecter, leave your dog's nuts at home, dude. And then I remember, like, the teacher didn't want to deal with it. She like picked him up and just threw him on a table. And then, like, all of us were just like, they were just in the class. And we were just like, what the fuck? And it was crazy, dude. Anyways, later, that was middle school. That was 6th or 7th grade. We were like 11 or 12 years old. In high school, I think he was valedictorian. He's very, very, very smart. And he'd give these speeches, and he'd practice on the classrooms. They were very profound speeches. I even remember one of them. But in health class, he was in my health class, and you know how they do the certificate for CPR? You get a little business card. So when they were printing out the certificate, me and my buddies were assholes. So we changed his name from Jason to Jason Boner. So he got his card, and you know, this is valedictorian, and he's hidey-tighty. He's like, who did this? My name's not, you know, like, I need this CPR card. And like, no, you don't. No, you don't, Boner. Boner. That's for your dog's nutsack, bro.
God,
Yeah,
that's-
just little things, little things.
That's
isn't
one
it?
thing he realized that's not gonna go away anytime soon. He had to realize that immediately. Like, come on, man. That's good. Come on, man. Like, that's
The
crazy.
guy could be CEO at General Electric, and I'll still call him Jason Boner. You know, hey Boner. Wait, what was more to this? I forgot. It's gone. Oh well. Boner alert.
I think one of the craziest. I don't know, because my story should have went first because his is dirty and it just. But like,
It's okay.
do you remember that song, "Freak Me Baby" by Silk?
Silk the Shocker?
No, Silk. Okay, it's a very explicit, dirty song. It goes, "Freak me, baby. Oh, I want to get freaky with you." You ever heard the song? All right. I convinced this slow kid in middle school to sing that at the talent show and dedicate it to the teacher that he had a crush on. And it was the most uncomfortable thing ever. Because he was all like, you. It was all in her face. It was like, like rubbing on his own body while he was singing
That's
the song.
amazing.
It was great. That was like so
You're
many years
gonna
ago.
get canceled now, but that's amazing.
Yeah. We could edit it out.
Hey, kids are cruel, man. I'm just so sick and tired. When you were 12 years old, you did this, and it's like, yeah,
I was
we're
12.
kids. There's no empathy yet.
Yeah.
We're fucking monsters.
At least it came eventually. Some people never get
Yeah,
empathy.
exactly. At
they
least
just
we're
stay
good
like that
people
forever.
now. Some people are just monsters their whole life. And then they run the country.
It's true.
But yeah, like, hey, we evolved. We learned. Like, fucking, of course we were rascals. That's what you do. And if you ain't eating dirt rocks, then you ain't living. Did you eat dirt rocks?
No, I can't say I have.
You haven't lived.
Yeah, maybe- not yet. I guess I won't.
Here you go.
Oh, come on, man.
Dirt nuts.
And you just put it right back.
Yeah, it's rocks. I think it's a meteorite or something.
Yeah, okay. We'll just go with that.
Yeah. That's what killed the dinosaurs. My cat's nutsack. Yeah. Oh, that's it. No. What else, dude?
So you have a business?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah. Shirt shop, shoe shop.
I have a clothing store called Flashback on Melrose, and just last week I opened the open mic in the back that runs from noon to 11 p.m. every day.
That's just depressing.
Is it?
No. Just kidding.
I feel good.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I just thought the hours were crazy.
Well, I'm not gonna be there the whole fucking time.
No, I know. But that's amazing. And tell them the format. It's like Bert's Back Room and Fourth Wall.
Fourth wall. Yeah, it's a slotted.
1 hour.
It's a slotted. The Instagram is FB Comedy Mike. It has all the info. The slotted is there, so you could sign up whenever. And then
So if you're into stand-up comedy or getting into it, slotted means 1 hour. Like what's
nine
it,
comics,
six?
nine comics every
comics.
hour at most, and then you'll be in the room for 50 minutes, but you're guaranteed to go up every hour, and you could go up. So like you
Yeah.
we know when we first started, you go to open mics and just
You
for
wait 3 hours to maybe get up.
maybe get up. Now 3 hours, you
1
go up
hour
3 times.
and you get up. So this format is fucking phenomenal. And I was kidding when I shit on it a moment ago.
That's
This
okay.
is
Just
dope.
edit that
It's
part
dope.
out.
No. All right.
He said no.
I just heard
No, we're gonna keep it in there.
I just heard noon to 11 hours. No. It's amazing because you don't but when we first started, not to sound like that back in the day again, but like
Back in the
you
day.
had to wait hours and hours for 3 minutes, and sometimes you didn't even fucking get up. So sometimes you would wait 3 hours and not get up. That was the most depressing shit ever. Now it's 1 hour and you're guaranteed to get up, and it's 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes there. Back in the day it was 3, maybe 5 sometimes if you're lucky, and that's amazing. What's it? $5?
$5.
Yeah. See.
$5.
And fuck the people that, because there's some doo-doo heads that always have something negative to say. I shouldn't have to pay. You always had to pay. Back in the day, you'd have to buy something.
Yeah.
You know? And this is better. This is better. And it's called running the business. Do you own your own business?
this is the thing.
Then shut the fuck up.
Isn't $5 worth 2 hours of your life? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
I think I would definitely pay.
Oh, I would pray. I prayed this existed when we first started. I would have done more mics, but mics were so depressing.
But I see people go up like 8 times in a row. Like new people, they develop so much faster because they're going 8.
And that's amazing. That
Because
is boot camp.
I've seen like ones where like I saw someone started like early in the day and they're still there at night, and you started a new bit. By the end of the day, that bit's almost flushed out. And in the first day,
And that's amazing.
because they'll go and they'll write
And
on
that's
it, and they'll
amazing.
write on it, tag it up, and then it already looks like you've been working on it for weeks. You know, the first day, just because
And that's
they have that luxury now. They're lucky. They're so
That's so
lucky.
dope.
They're
Yeah.
so they have no idea. If you started comedy in the last 2 to 3 years, you have no idea how fucking lucky you are. Fuck you.
the slotted system. It saves everybody.
Saves time. And Joe Manente he's the one that thought of
Figured
it.
it. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, hats
We
off
were
to him.
stupid back then. We didn't think we just
Yeah,
just
we
wasted
should
3
all
hours of our
fucking-
life. We're just like,
Yeah, like, how do you
that's
make
it.
this? It is almost like duh, but he's the one that thought of it, so he has to get all the credit. You know?
One comic did point one flaw in the system that I think I've said before, but I'll say it again.
what
It's
is it?
true. It's gonna make those soft ass, weak ass, pussy ass comics stick around longer. You know, because
Yeah.
like back in the day, only the real ones made it through the rough patch because
yeah.
it was awful.
Yeah.
So that's the one flaw. So we might get some weak ass little pussy ass bitches.
Yeah, maybe.
Bitches.
Maybe.
We know who you are.
I see you.
You fucking clean guns. What? Yeah. Maybe we'll edit that. No, that was for men only.
You're not women.
Yeah.
And I've been, you know what's funny? I've been picking like every day, almost every day, I have like a set of a day. Whoever has, I let the host pick like who had the best set and try to get in like a good spot somewhere. So there's actually opportunities within the mic.
That's
It's not
that's
just-
even more amazing.
You know what I mean? Like, but this is the crazy thing. Majority of the winners have been women.
Of course.
Even when the dude picks them, it's women. So
Women are funny.
yeah, I mean they've won like 70% of the days. So they're really fucking winning. And I was like, yo, you guys got
I just said women are funny, and then I just got in my head, am I going to get attacked for saying that? I was like, but it's positive. Just how scary this climate is.
No, I've been
It was a good thing.
I've been in a mic with, I've been in a room with all male comedians before, and they make women aren't funny jokes, right? Let's be honest.
All
it
the
happens.
time, and it's so
And guess
annoying.
what? Now, I mean, I don't know, man. The proof is in the pudding. With this, like 70% have won in the the sets of the day from my mic. Like I don't know.
Also, too, those are just ignorant assholes. I mean, ever heard of Gilda Radner? You fucking schmucks. Jesus Christ, there's so many.
But this is the thing. I've never heard anybody really good say that. It's always somebody that's they're just mad.
It's usually a no pussy getting motherfucker
Yeah,
that
no
hates
pussy.
women because he doesn't get,
Get
pussy.
pussy, yeah.
I learned what this term is. It's called an incel. I didn't know what that was. Do you know what that is? I
No.
learned it 2 or 3 days ago. It's an involuntary celibate person.
Oh,
Meaning they can't get pussy. It's funny
I
because
feel
they
bad
said
for
they
those
said
people.
incel, and I was like, "You mean a no pussy getting motherfucker?"
I feel
'Cause
bad for
we
those
call
people.
it.
Man. I do feel bad for those people. I do.
Hey,
You know.
although this is probably wrong too, but go get a lady of the night.
Just
you
get
know?
her.
If you can't get pussy, go buy some pussy.
But what if they say no?
Then you
You know.
I was gonna say
Then you
something real
are-
dark, but I'm learning my lesson.
Then you ugly
Then
motherfucker
you
for
should-
real.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or just no. But sometimes it's not about. I've seen people that just they physically you think they would get a lot of women, but they're the game. You know, the way with women is so terrible. It just doesn't work out for them. You know.
Yeah, and that's on them.
Yeah.
Adjust.
So it's not the same because we see women as a certain way. They don't look for the same qualities we look for. You know, most of them anyway. You know,
Incels.
Incels.
Fucking hating ass
ugly
incels.
motherfuckers.
It always is crazy to me. It's like,
Is that bad to say that? Ugly motherfuckers.
no, it's, who cares? They're ugly. They're ugly on the inside.
Yeah.
I knew
Incel.
I knew somebody. You know how that I grew up with. You know how this person. You know this person was ugly, right? I remember we were at the mall together, hanging with whatever, and then these girls asked us. You know, we ran to these girls. They're like, "How old are you?" He was like, "Guess." She's like, "I don't know, 44, 45." She's like, "Bitch, I'm 17, bitch." That's how. If a motherfucker looks that much older than what they are, that's an ugly motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, you know that because people thought he was like an elder guardian driving us around. We thought he was somebody's uncle or some shit. You know, that's ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, I had one of those in high school. He could buy alcohol for us,
yeah,
but
yeah. legit,
legit,
no ID,
like no ID, no,
No
questions. Dude, the guy's been smoking since he was 12. He had 2 older brothers. He just looked old.
Yeah, you look old.
It's like, how you got silver in your beard? You're 17,
Yeah,
man.
and their teeth is like brown, like full
Yeah.
color teeth, brown, yellow.
It's like you already
Gray. No
drink
white.
coffee.
Yeah.
I didn't know about coffee till later in life. That guy, it's crazy. He was my tweaker buddy, and he had all the guns that sell him weed. Remember when I told him I touched all his guns because I like guns, and then he got raided and he went to prison. I was like, oh no, my fingerprints are on
Oh,
those. I was
shit.
like, I was always scared that I was gonna get like caught up for.
How long were you scared for?
Not that long. I forget shit, but like maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
Yeah, but that just goes away.
That's scary, man. That is.
I was like, what you touching his handguns for? Because it was a clock. That's why. And clocks are pretty.
I remember I bought like weed from the Stoots' house somewhere in Virginia. Somebody took me over there, said, hey man, let me introduce you, get weed from here. Went over there. I think like 2 days later, someone went in their house and just murdered them both. And I was like, oh, great. I felt the same way. Like, they're going to think I did it.
Yeah.
Because I was just chilling there touching shit. They were cool dudes, you know? But somebody went there like 2 days, they just murdered them just for their drugs. Took the drugs and
game's
killed them.
Crazy, man.
And it was like a foot. I think I read it was like 2 pounds of weed.
It's like, yo, just take the weed. You don't have to murder
Yeah, you
me.
don't have to murder the dude.
You
I'm
don't
sure they
have to
would
murder me. It's
I'm
a
pretty
plant.
sure he would have gave it to
Hey,
you.
grow it yourself.
And then you're gonna kill him and then get caught. You're
Idiot.
I don't understand. I don't understand your thought process. I
I
don't
don't
get it.
either.
But you know, there's a lot of
And
people
also,
don't
too,
understand it.
if you just rob them of weed, they can't report it to the police.
Yeah, you can't.
He stole my marijuana. Dude, I remember going into drug houses, and this one guy I used to get all sorts of shit off of. And then he's like, hey, let me show you something. And then it was just a machine gun. I'm like, how'd you know I would like this? You know? Like, but in hindsight, that's insane. You know?
It is.
It's insane. I don't know if he was my buddy. You know, ironically, I met him at Trader Joe's, I swear to God, on my life. In Torrance when I was in number 29 off PCH. That's the Trader Joe's lingo. They number their stores. Anyways, he was a customer and he was just kindred spirits. And then I was doing a cart run. He's like, hey man, you want to smoke a bowl? And I was like, hell yeah. And I went and smoked a bowl, and then he became my drug dealer, and then he's showing me machine guns. And I wish him well. Yeah, that's it. That's
I hope
the whole
he's well,
story.
too.
Yeah. I remember one time I was trying to set up a drug deal between one buddy and him. And I think he thought it was like a setup, but I was like, no, he just wants a 5-pack. You know what a 5-pack is.
5 pounds.
Yeah. These other wahoos, they don't know what we're talking about. 5-pack, motherfucker. No, 5 pounds of marijuana.
He knows some serious people. You see that? He knows people
Anyways.
that sell 5 pounds of weed.
Yeah, for a good deal, too. Anyways, he thought it was like a setup, and then we never communicated after that because I was out the game. I was just literally setting it up. But my buddy wanted it. It was no shady
Why
business.
would you set him up if you weren't in trouble? You know what I mean? usually someone setting someone up is because they're... Yeah, he could have thought you were robbing them.
That's what he thought.
Yeah.
I don't think he thought I was popos. I think he thought it was a robbery.
But you're not...
I'm not
I
a
don't
Robin
get that
type.
vibe from him.
I'm not a Robin. And also, you have a machine gun, so
Yeah.
I think you're doing all right on the robbery department.
You just bring your machine gun.
Yeah.
No one's gonna take you. Just walk in with the machine gun. You'll be fine.
He taught me the drug deal trick because he was real paranoid, and he'd do the car-to-car pull-up, and he's like, all right, just throw the money in, and I'll throw the drugs at you, and I throw the money in, and he'd throw the drugs. But I also, that's pretty burnt, too, if someone just keeps, the little shit's flying back and forth. It's just over weed, but this was a different era. Like, it wasn't legal then.
I know places where you knocked on the door, you just put it into the thing, and in a hand will hand you the drugs. I've been to places like that.
Those are good places. A warm place. They got crystals by their bedside. Vibrate higher.
Yeah, vibrate higher. You guys see this fucking rocky ass.
That's pink Himalayan sea salt. It's supposed to clean the oxygen.
Oh, that's what it's for.
But I got a gang of see all the crystals and the knives on my nightstand right
Now,
there.
did you know? Do you know what they mean, or did you just buy them? Because
I just love them. I'm starting to learn a lot of their names. I know the basics, but I don't know enough. I don't know
do you
all
meditate
of
too?
them. I've been trying. I got my prayers and shit. Just saying, you know, I forgive myself and all that.
I feel like
shit.
it's a trend now to meditate with crystals now. It's just a trend in LA. It's just
I
meditating crystals, stuff like that. It's
I
just-
actually
it's
don't
real.
meditate with crystals, and I absolutely should. You would think I'm just drawn to rocks and crystals. I've said this before because it was dirt at one point, and through millions of years of pressure, it transformed into a dope thing. You know what I mean?
That is true.
It's crazy. That's what was the initial attraction. And then on some hippie healing level shit and vibrational meditation shit, yeah, sure, I'm getting into that. But how you gonna say this isn't pretty as fuck, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like
That is pretty as fuck.
Look at this shit. This is a visual episode, everybody. But this is a fucking crystal knife,
Oh,
bro.
man, it looked like you were gonna stab me with that thing, man. The way you pulled it out, you did like this. Like, this is a crystal knife. Like, goddamn, what did I do to you?
Look at that. How
That
you
is
gonna
dope.
say this fucking
That is
boner
dope as
rock and
fuck.
pretty as shit?
That bone rock is cool. You know what this
Fucking-
looks like? This looks like something like the Superman's
That's
hometown.
what I mean, dude.
Right? Like you know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
looks like he was, he's around here. This
This was dirt, god damn it. You
gonna
understand
fuck
that?
somebody up with this shit.
Yeah, no. This was dirt. This was dirt that made this pretty shit. And sometimes you do meth and shove it up your asshole. What? Just kidding. I'm sober now.
He's not kidding.
No, I've never
Like,
shoved this
hold on.
crystal up my
Let me see, let me
asshole. That was
see.
for jokes.
Yeah, you weren't kidding.
But like, I mean, it just glistens and glows. Like, I'm all about, I'm sober and all that shit. I talk about it a lot, but like transforming and evolving, and that's why I believe the initial draw to those was like, oh, they transformed. They were a caterpillar, now they're a butterfly.
Yeah,
this
that-
motherfucker was
This is
dirt.
This is beautiful.
It's pretty as fuck, dude. It's $40. I know that's a little pricey.
I can't believe you stick this in your ass though, because it's pointy as hell.
I don't stick it in
You
my
just
ass.
said it's okay, man.
I'm a-
I
I'm a
smelled
tit
it.
man.
I know what your asshole smells like, Craig. I've been down there a few times.
Yeah. And then but on top of all that, like people are, there's a lot of negative haters and all that shit. It's like people are like, oh, they don't have energy. Oh yeah, how does the quartz fucking power the Rolex watches then? Huh? There's no energy.
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
And everything's energy.
It is. Everything is energy.
Whether it's this microphone, the electricity, or that wood over there. Quartz. This is rainbow fluoride, actually. I forgot what it does, but it's supposed to do stuff. Healing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're supposed to do.
I got a
ever.
book. I don't read it, but it tells me what each of them do.
I got a friend. She buys me crystals all the time. She bought me a huge crystal. It looks like something also in Superman.
Yeah, it's dope, man.
Yeah,
It's
I
fucking
just,
dope.
just thankful for it. I mean, it's so nice that you're doing.
Yeah, it's funny that someone bought me the book so I would learn what they are and what they do, and then I just haven't read it, and I'm just like, I just like the rocks. They're fucking pretty, dude.
This is what I do. I just do this. My girl knows. I'm like, what's this? All right, think I need this right now. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to learn that shit. I just ask you.
Yeah.
You know the shit. My girl knows that shit. Just ask her ass.
Yep.
What's this? What's that? I don't know. I don't know why. Do you know? Can you name a lot of rocks, or you have to look it up?
I know the basics. I know like some, like, I know that's rainbow fluoride, but that's an easy one to
Yeah.
remember because it's different. Of course, quartz. But like, there's like hundreds of them. I probably know 30, 20. I don't know.
That's a lot.
That's a good
That's a lot
amount.
to know.
But that's over like 7, 8, 9 years.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that
even-
means you paid some attention
somewhat of it. But I'm the type of guy, like, I have to hear it like 9 times, and then it'll go, oh, that's fluoride. I think this is selenite, a selenite knife. So my little cousin, it's his birthday today, Jacob, and he used to, when he was a little kid, this is going to sound dark, but it was so funny, because he was like 4 years old, but he'd always, out of nowhere, like not talking about shit, but he would go to his mom and go, knife, but just with his hand. And it was just funny, you know, when a 4-year-old does that with his palm and goes, knife. It was just jokes. I guess that sounds like he was a murderer. Pretty.
Maybe.
Pretty rocks.
Yeah,
I'm
just
going to
don't let him
meditate
have
with
this.
my knife. It's all right. What about this one?
Okay. What is this?
That's a crystal.
Okay, good. You're handing it to me. I feel safer if I'm holding on to it. Because you know what they always say. You ever see when they like there's a murderer and they like start interviewing the neighbors? He was the nicest guy. I would have never thought he would do anything. Like he would never. This guy. So you
Why
know,
are you
I'm gonna hold
pointing
on to
at me
this.
when you say nice?
I'm gonna hold on to this because it just look. They all just
Hey.
put it together. They
Hey,
understand.
we all snap. We all have our breaking point. You know,
You'd probably be really good at murder, Craig, because no one's gonna expect it to be you.
there's a dark alley. You're wearing a hood. No one can see anything.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
true.
cameras.
That's true, nigga. What are they gonna say?
You took my parking spot. That's my spot.
You're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's the guy that killed people." Nah, he wouldn't do that.
Nah,
His fingerprints all over this. I just don't believe he would do that.
nah, man. Maybe just like
It's
it
okay.
depends what they do, but I believe in vengeance. I'm a peaceful man.
I try
but
not to-
If
I
you
try
harm
not
me
to.
or my family, depending on what you do, yeah,
I don't think no.
we might club your shin bones in a dark
If
alley.
if you do murder
So
somebody,
you got to limp the rest of your life. That's your fault. Don't assault my family.
I don't think that necessarily means you're bad.
No, not at all.
You might have
You're
a purpose
defending
for-
yourself.
I was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. There's only one thing I feel like. Okay, that's no coming back. You're just a piece of shit. If you like fucking around with a kid, anything other than that, you could have a logical explanation on why you did this. I can't think of any other thing. Stealing, okay,
You're
that's
poor.
bad. Yeah, but still, that I don't know. Stealing maybe is there too.
It's bad juju. Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, but hey, somebody's gonna
Assault, you know, maybe they looked at you funny. I'm just kidding. That's terrible.
or maybe they touched Craig's crystal and I didn't like that very much.
Yeah, that's
You know?
my special crystal.
Yeah, try to take his rainbow crystal.
Get off
this.
my rocks. Get off my rocks.
Which one would you take? For like going at each other.
I'll definitely take the metal knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no, I'll try. I think. See, you got one shot. I throw this at you. That would hurt if it lands right.
I catch it.
So this is.
I catch it. Dodgeball.
Oh,
Dodgeball. I was fucking them up in
you
dodgeball.
pierce somebody
last
with
night.
this shit. Oh God, that would be painful.
Machu Picchu. It's an access lock.
See how easily he closed it. He knows what to do with these things. Look, why is this shaped like a knife?
It's supposed to clean off the negative energy.
Yeah.
That's what they told me.
Looks like
I was like, knife rock. Whoa!
Looks like it's easy to stab somebody and clean off the blood with it.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, it looks
That
like it just
too.
comes off real easily.
There ain't no fingerprints on the smooth rock. I don't know. I made that up.
So I don't know. I'm starting to believe you are a mass murderer. I think I've learned a trick. If you're chasing somebody down to kill them, right? Just say this. If they're running from you, running for their life, just say, "Hey, it's me, Chris." You know why? Because everybody knows a Chris. You can be like, "Oh, Chris," and then they go, right? Everyone knows a Chris, or David or John, one of those.
Hey,
Maybe
it's
Matt.
me, Chris Hardwick.
It's me, Chris.
Chris D'Elia.
It's me, Chris.
Chris Spencer.
See, look at me, Chris is there. Just say, "Hey, it's me, Chris." You go, "Oh, Chris, I didn't know it was you." Right? See, it's a little trick for you, Craig.
I'm trying not to murder.
You're welcome, Craig. I know, but it's okay, man. No one's.
okay.
You're not gonna get caught. You're too cool. And you're white. And you're too likable. You have too much going for you.
I look like a dirty hippie, though. I got racially... I mean, sorry, not racially profiled. I got profiled
Really? What for? What?
for looking like a druggie, and then they pull you over and they go, "Where are the drugs at?" And you're like, "God damn it!"
No,
All
I'm
the
not-
time. I get pulled. I'm obviously. I know it's much worse to be black or brown in this country.
Of course.
I am not.
Yeah.
Knocking that, or, you know, but
happened
when
here?
you look like this, yeah,
What?
I was at Torrance. They got nothing. They got no crime.
Yeah.
I was they pull me over all the time. They pull me over at noon on a Tuesday and wouldn't tell me why. And then they got anything, and they'd always say, "You got any pills? You got any concentrates? Any narcotic?" And I was I was a hippie. I only had flour, but I was like, I got weed, and then
How long ago was this?
Oh, this is at least a decade ago. Yeah.
God damn, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. But you know, like I'm not just. You look like a druggie. They go,
Yeah.
oh, this is easy.
You know, you
Let's
just-
get drugs off the druggie, and then you're like, oh fuck, how'd they know? And then, but they were good, bad cop. They would harass me for no fucking reason. It happened so many times. Not so many, but at least 5 or 6 times, just getting pulled over. And they'd always ask, where's the pills, where's the concentrates? Because that could actually get you in trouble. But I always just had weed. And then I think one time they let me keep my weed too. Most of the time they just make you stomp it out. But then I'd always say, like, what'd you pull me over for? And then, like, do you want a ticket? Do you want to go home? And I was like, I want to go home. Because they knew, you know. One time I was driving this way and they were driving this way, opposite direction. They shined the light in my face as I was driving. And it's blinding. It's a fucking cop light. I'm like, ah. And then they flip a bitch. They pull over. And then they pull me over. And then they said that a license plate light bulb was out. And I was like, oh, you saw that from the other side of the street while driving at my face, while shining the light in my face, that if I was a bad driver, could have made me crash. You know what I mean? And it was the same shit. I just had weed, and it was always, I think they took it that time, but I didn't get a ticket. But it's just like, come on, man. Obviously, much better than getting shot.
Yeah, much better.
But still, just profiled for being a druggy kid.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first met you, I think you were already sober, right?
No, I think I might have been drinking and drugging. That was the tail end of it. If I was sober, it was like the brand new infancy.
Now, I remember when he first told me, he's like, I've been sober for a year now. And I was like,
Maybe I was sober.
I'm
I
not gonna lie
probably
to
was
you.
sober.
He walked away and I said, he'll be back. I believed in you as a
6
comedian.
years, baby.
I believed in you as a comedian, but I also believed in you as a drug addict. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I said, this guy just looks like he does drugs. Not bad drugs, just weed.
Yeah.
So if you could, that's still a drug. You know, like people say, oh, it's not a drug, it's weed. It's still a drug, motherfucker.
It's still a
You know?
drug.
It's still a drug.
It's the safest,
It is the safest, but it's still a fucking drug.
best drug on planet Earth.
it's great.
But it is still a drug.
Yeah, but don't. I hate people that it's not really, you know. Shut the fuck up.
It's a
You
fucking
know what I mean?
drug.
It is what it is. Don't. I hate people try to manipulate the situation to try to make it just soothe themselves. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up, man. Right? You sound like an idiot.
I think I was sober, and when
we
I
first
met
met,
you.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I remember being surprised. It's like, this guy doesn't smoke
Well,
weed.
still are surprised.
He
6
looks
years
like he
sobriety,
smokes
and they're
weed.
like, no, no. He always messes his words up. Yeah.
Residual effect.
I did too much. You know the bit?
Residual
It's a
effect.
fucking fact, though. It's not a joke. When you do drugs from 12 years old to 29, it's going to have an effect on you.
Did you just do weed?
No,
You did a lot of
I did
things.
everything.
Yeah, me too. Me too. At one point.
You know, yeah, you ain't
Not
no,
everything. Not everything.
You ain't no man unless
Heroin-
you hit that
heroin-
pookie
heroin?
a couple times.
Heroin.
I smoked it, but just
Really?
black tar, not, but only like a handful of times.
What is
Not-
that like?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard it was fantastic. Never went that far.
Man, you just feel
You smoked crack
you
before?
feel good. No,
I did it one time.
I did smoke a lot of coke, but I never actually smoked crack. But boy, I smoked a lot of coke. I used to Cocoa Puff.
Yeah, I never done that. Just
Ugh.
did like this.
Ugh, boy, that's a time.
I used to sniff cocaine, and then you know when they come down when you feel depressed and shit.
Sniff oxys.
No, I used to do crystal meth.
After coke,
Yeah,
you could just start off with crystal meth and
Yeah.
not do coke.
yeah, I guess you could.
What people don't know is crystal meth gets a bad rap. It's really fun.
He's not lying though. He's not lying.
Dude, it's like coke, except it lasts 8 to 10 or 3 days if you wanted to.
I just wish it
And
wasn't.
your dick works
you know,
extra good.
This is
It
how it
gives you an
happened.
extra inch.
this is how it happened.
But you might lose your teeth and your kids, so don't
Yeah.
do it.
I fucking my
Yeah,
teeth got
everybody
fucked up.
loses that molar to meth. I don't know what it is about that one.
Oh. Yeah,
Was the meth go
I have an
straight to
implant.
that tooth?
I have an implant.
Me
on
too.
The side. You
Right
do?
here. Here.
Ooh.
I got a popcorn tooth. Don't do drugs.
Well, unless you unless you don't really care
Unless
about
you
your
can
molar.
responsibly smoke meth and fuck women, then go ahead.
Yeah.
Who am I to preach? I ain't no Jesus.
But would they say, isn't it like 6% of people that ever pick it up could quit?
Yeah,
Is it
you
something
can't.
crazy?
And my dad actually told me that at a young age. He said, "Don't ever do coke because nobody has ever done it one time. Like nobody just tries this shit. Guess what? You're gonna try it, and then it gets you high, and then it feels good as fuck, and then you're gonna want to do it again. And whether you're rich and can afford it or not, it's still a fucking problem."
Yeah.
I've said before, thank God I was poor because my drug habit because never could get out of hand because I couldn't afford it. But God damn it, it was a vicious cycle of paycheck to paycheck, just drugs and that bullshit cycle. Anyhow, don't do drugs. Marijuana's okay.
Don't do drugs. Don't do
Mushrooms
drugs.
once or twice a year. You know, never done DMT. It came in after I got sober. This is bullshit.
Even
God.
Molly, I never done it because it was past. It was
Don't do Molly. It's just
no good. No
It's
good.
no good, man. I mean, it's good scientifically made in the lab if you know the source. If you fucking got some dude making it in his garage, you don't know what the fuck's
Yeah.
in it, man.
What if he's not even doing it right?
Yeah.
But if it's some scientific is good, and then have a few whores with you, that's fine.
Whores?
Yeah, a few whores.
Oh, yeah.
with some-
Now we're talking Molly and some oil and a couple hookers.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's relapse.
No.
Come on, we'll go to your open mic. We'll freak out all the new comics. We'll lube down.
Fine, you talk me into it.
We'll be like, Louis, this is for Louis. This is for Louis. No? Okay. Maybe we'll edit that
no,
part.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll edit
Yeah,
that part.
maybe. Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
It's just
You went a
jokes.
little-
We're
it's just jokes.
comedians. We're always on.
Yeah, I think that.
Wet Willie. Oh, God. Is nothing safe anymore? We can't even make fun of Louis and mimic, mime, masturbate.
Man, God, I don't know. I actually talk a lot about that, about how it's really, people get offended so about the littlest things sometimes, and it's not even a big deal. I do envy. That's what I really envy, 80s and 90s comedians, because they were so free.
They
know?
could say whatever,
Yeah,
though.
they could say
Fuck.
whatever
dude,
they
even
want.
even up until what, 4 years ago?
Yeah, maybe like
5?
yeah, I think so, something like that. It just
They got
started changing.
this- You know what? Comedy's great when it has to be censored all the time.
That's the one thing
I'm
that
being
really suffers.
sarcastic. Yeah, it's just like freedom of speech, dude. And also, it's so insane to me. Hey, we're joking.
Yeah, we're joking.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Some of it may be offensive and you may hate it and not like it and hate our guts. That's fine. Don't listen to us. Don't follow it. Oh my God, I forgot. Did I tell the story about Canada when Amir K was on stage and these two ladies were upset?
I don't think
Two people out of like a lot, like at least 1,000, upwards of 1,500. It was a sea of people. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's probably around 1,200 persons. Amir's killing. Amir K. He's
course he
fucking
is. That's what he
killing.
does.
He's a pro. And two women take offense and they start heckling him. And then I'm just watching and I just go up and be like, hey, like, because they were mad at something he said. But they were so shit-faced that, you know when they just have the bloodshot
Yeah.
eyes and the, like, you look at them, they're looking at you, but they're not looking at you, you know? And I was like, oh, man, these ladies aren't going to shut up. And they were just like, he said something about women and this. And I was just like, and then I was like, shh. And then they shouted one more time. I was like, hey, guys, come on. Like everybody else is enjoying it. And then they're like, he's a this and that. And then I don't like him. And I was like, well, you don't have to listen to him. You can leave. And then I couldn't believe this, but they went, we will. And then they left. And I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? Because I thought, like, they had the psycho look in their eyes, like, I'm going to burn this place down. I'm going to sabotage this show for 1,200 people because I'm offended. And then they just left. And I was like, that's all you have to do.
That's all.
I
That's
couldn't
it.
believe that in their shit-facedness that they went, you're right. Because, you know, when you're shit-faced, you just get hell-bent on
Well,
one
they-
goddamn thing.
somewhat-
And they left, and it was fine. That's it, guys. If you get
Just
offended,
leave. I don't like country music. I don't listen to it because I don't like it.
yeah.
If you don't like the comedy,
that's a
don't
perfect
listen to
analogy. If we go to a country concert, we're not going to heckle the fucking country
No.
museum and throw tomatoes
We're
at
gonna
them.
just
Fuck you,
leave.
play hip hop. We're going to leave.
We're gonna leave.
because we don't like country.
Leave. Just leave.
It's
Just leave.
unbelievable.
Don't pay attention to it.
People will sabotage a show because they're offended when it's just who are
Self-entitled.
you? You
Very
piece of
selfish,
shit.
self-entitledness. You know what I mean?
You're not King Henry the Eighth.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are.
Hey, was he
You
important?
know, you still got to ruin the show for other people. They paid their money. They spent their time
Yeah.
to come here, and they're enjoying the show.
And like
They
I'm not
like country
kidding.
music.
Everybody else was dying. They were
Yeah.
laughing. Like it's insane how you could kill with 98% of the audience, 99% of the audience, but one person will take it upon them like it is their fucking job to be like, I'll sink this ship.
Yeah.
No, just fucking leave, you piece of shit.
Just leave.
Everybody else is laughing.
I'll give you your money back.
Yeah.
Just leave. I'll give you a little $20 back. I'll even buy you drinks. Just get the fuck out of here.
I'll give you a little hit off my pookie pipe.
You know what that
All
means?
back. Pookie. Remember, that was his name, Pookie? Chris Rock, New
Pookie.
Jack City?
Pookie.
Oh, man, that was a great movie, great role.
I haven't seen it in so
Remember
long.
when he's like trying not to do it? It was so funny. He's just sweating,
Yeah.
putting the lighter to the little crack pipe. Crack.
But that was one of his first roles, huh?
First major
Yeah.
breakthroughs in movies. Yeah, I believe so. He killed that shit.
Because, they were like, because he looked like, back then he looked like it just fit his look so well
He's
back
so
then.
skinny.
Yeah. He did a great job.
He's the best.
Yeah, he's
I used
amazing.
to watch what's that, Bigger and Blacker special? Over
I like
and
that one.
over and over. I used to watch it so much. You know what I mean? Like, when I was like 15, 16 and my sister had TiVo. I just go in her room when she leave for work and just play it. But like so much so I was like, is there something wrong with me?
No.
Like, why did I watch this 40 times?
I was like that with Killing Me Softly. I was like that with Friday the movie. I don't
Oh
know
my
why
God,
that
I
movie
know
just
that
made me
whole
laugh.
movie by heart. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
Yeah, rest
I
in
know
peace.
his son JD. He's a good dude.
He is a good dude. Very
And
good dude.
John, I could quote that whole. Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in the goddamn refrigerator.
You know what part I can't get over is this
Eating
part, the
all
dice
the
shooting
food.
part, when they're shooting dice, and he rolls the dice, and Chris Tucker goes, "I won, give me my money."
Yeah.
And Debo goes, "You what?" I lost.
I lost.
And it's like, and why does he keep playing? I would stop playing.
I lost.
I remember looking at the screen like, why are you still playing? You
Yeah.
can't win. He's like, I won. He's like, you what? I lost. Like,
Dude, Ezell in that movie. Hey, Smokey over here taking the shit. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Oh, I'm suing y'all.
I wonder
for
what-
150,000. Well, we can settle out of court for $20. $250 in a jawbreaker. $1 in some envelopes. Something like that. I used to watch that movie so goddamn much.
Yeah,
He a macaroni. John Witherspoon, dude. I've been smelling your shit for 22 years, boy. You get in here and smell my shit for 5 minutes. Do I sound racist?
no.
Okay, good.
No.
I hate it when white people try to impersonate black persons. But I am half Mexican.
You really are, right?
I am. People never believe me they never believe I'm sober and they never believe I'm Mexican. But I'm like, my grandmother was an illegal immigrant that got her citizenship when she was like 82 because we knew a judge or something. Yeah, straight
Damn.
up. And she was so bad at that, she didn't speak English. And the judge was a private ceremony, so it was just her. Like we had, I don't know who knew who, but somebody knew the judge, and he did it private in his chambers. And he's asking her questions about the country, like who's our president, and she just didn't know. She's just grandma Edu Viges Morial Lugo Soto. But we called her Kiki because nobody could pronounce that shit, you know? And so he just was like, just like I forgot what happened, but it was so funny because she kept failing all the questions. And he's like, "Where's the American flag?" And she just went like this, and he's like, "Sold!" And hit the thing, and you're a citizen at like 81. You know, she'd been here since she was 16. Just fucking 70 years of being illegal.
That's awesome. It means you know what that means? You don't really got to get your papers if you don't want to.
Just run.
Yeah. Just do your thing.
She was scared of everything. She's scared to drive. She's scared. She made the best food. Oh my God, the food, dude. That's why even though I look like a gringo, anytime anyone wants to go to a Mexican restaurant, I'm like, I don't know, dude. You didn't grow up. Like I had that real shit. You know how it is. You get that authentic shit. People are like, try this. I'm like, this is fucking. My grandma made tamales Christmas Eve. Like, you get this is bullshit.
Yeah.
This is fucking. Where the fuck was she from? She's from Chihuahua.
Where I benefit so much is that my parents didn't cook very well. Even when they did, they would try, but it wasn't very good. So you know what? I can enjoy the shit. I gotta go enjoy a good Korean restaurant. You know.
Bah. What?
What?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What? I like this guy.
I like
You know what? I remember a little while after the first time we met, I went up to you and I was like, "Hey, I thought of this." And I was like, "Oh, I got a fucking something brilliant Craig is gonna say. He's gonna be so good for Craig." And I was like, "Craig, you should go on stage. You should say you look like Jesus." And you're like, "I'm not gonna say that." I was like, "What? It's hacky, dude." I was like,
I said
"Fuck,
that?
it is." I mean, you were very nice about it. You weren't like mean or you smiled. You were so kind about it. But you're like, "That's hacky, dude." And I was like, "It is." Shit, I still don't know what hacky means yet. Because I'm still fucking like a year in, so I'm like, you don't even know you're not even supposed to say yet. You know.
You don't. Every new comic has a bit about Spirit Airlines and being broke and looking like Jesus.
There's a really crazy premise that's going around. I forgot what it was. It was something. It was like getting hit with like moon asteroids or something. And like 5 people had that premise. I was like, there's no way all 5 of you had thought about that premise.
Yeah.
It has to be just, oh man, I see that guy do it. I gotta be able to flush it out before him. It's gotta be because it's so unique, you know.
So the thieves are still thick as thieves, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Usually, I think the thief is the best version. If I were to say, they're like,
It's very unfortunate too that the thief is like, I'll take that and make it better. And you're like, oh, come on, you're the thief.
Because you tagged it up. They've basically beat out what they could out of it. They beat out all the funny. It's like, you empty the bottle on the funny. You take out but then another person it's brand new to them. And you still have that excited moment, I guess. I don't know. But then but I've seen this too. I have seen 2 people I know come up with the same joke, but you could tell they didn't copy each other because the way it lands is completely different. The setup
that just happens. We have
I've seen
same
that.
minds, and there's something. That's why I try to steer clear of like something extremely topical.
Yeah.
Like I heard a joke, like I've been dating a lot. Let me rephrase that. I've been feeding a lot of women lately. Like that. I've heard that out of several comics' mouth, but that is not. You don't know if they necessarily stole that because that is a common comedic thought.
Yeah.
Like that. Because that just happens. That happens. That's why I try to steer clear of stuff like that, and I prefer to talk about my cousin's pussy or something, that nobody has that material.
Nobody.
Except for maybe me and Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, no. It also smells like his cousin.
In a natural way. You got to see the bit. It's been fleshed out very nicely. That's a poor choice of words. Poor choice of words. It's refined now. It's a good bit. It's a true story.
He's really, 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 you're really, really good, man.
You're good.
Yeah, thank you. You are too. This is us 5 years ago too, right? Hey man, you're really funny. You're really funny.
Except we weren't.
No, you know what? For beginners,
We were.
We were good.
We were.
For beginners, I would say for beginners. For a year or two in, we were
Yeah,
good.
we were. We were.
We were getting booked. We were getting shows with people around me. That made me feel like I was really good. Was like when people around me weren't getting booked, that people I started with, and I was, and you were too. And I
Yeah,
was like,
people. I remember all. They. I don't want to say my buddies, or my buddies, but they were like, "How do you get booked?" I'm like, I didn't want to be like, "I'm funny."
yeah. but I figured out the trick. Just be cool.
Be a cool, nice person, and be funny and
You
kill.
know what I learned. You know what I learned. Also, if you guys, if you're a newer comedian, this could maybe help. The person that goes, hey, can I get a spot? I would love to do your show. Of course you would. That's what we're here for. That's why you do stand-up comedy. But I do like if I have a power to say book a show or whatever, I could give out spots. The person that offers something, even if I don't want it, I will most likely focus on offer something. Don't ask. First give. You know, maybe
It's
buy
true.
a drink, offer a ride, buy them a meal. Find out what they want. You want to get on the show, right? Find out what they want. Find out what they need, and help them get what they need too. And then now it becomes a business deal, where they feel like they definitely will 90% book you after that. Unless that person's just a very mean spirited person. But most people are cool. I feel like most people are cool.
Most people are.
You know, if you look out for somebody, you get them where they need to go.
It is
You know,
true. It's
people
just
need-
like you gotta. There's so many comics. It's like, what are you offering?
Yeah.
Can you are you famous? Do you sell tickets? Obviously, they get all the shows
Yeah.
because that's just fucking business.
Yeah.
They need to
They
make
should
money.
get the shows. This
and
business.
and then if you don't have that, well, what do you offer then? Be like, oh, I could host. Oh, I'll cold open, or like that's how I would always get in on all these shows too. I'd be like, because I know nobody wants a host and nobody wants a cold open. I'll be like, I'll cold open. It's so hard and it sucks, but it's how you get good.
Cold open is. I remember the first time I cold opened.
Oh, it's so
Oh my
shitty.
gosh! I was like, I didn't know it was this bad.
Oh, it's so hard. Cold open, host, offer something, just show
A
up.
ride.
Yeah.
Food. Buy them a drink.
I
Find
used
out
to
what
just
they
show
like.
up and hang out
Yeah. This
and
little,
not ask.
this girl.
You show up to 3 shows, they were gonna be like, "Man, I'm gonna give this fucker a spot."
Yeah.
You just keep showing up.
Yeah. Keep showing up. Be cool. Be supportive. Don't be a hater. Show love. I don't know. I feel like all that stuff works.
It does.
It depends who you are. You're just ugly and unlikable, not funny. I don't know.
Yeah. Then
You know,
should
you look like
just-
my boy
you
that's
should-
47 and you're fit 17. And,
You
know,
should get into a writing.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And if you're not, just go.
Let me see your headshots. Yeah, you're a writer.
You're definitely not you beautiful man. He is cute, right? If I was gay, I'll do all type of freaky shit to this guy. You know, I think he's just an adorable guy. You know? Yeah.
Where's my knife? No. Thank you. Rock
You know.
knife. So we're getting to the nitty gritty now. We've been rolling about an hour, and a segment of my podcast that I always ask is, you got a good poo-poo story? You pooped the pants, and at a very
Oh, I got a good poo-poo story.
Yes,
I
I
do.
knew
I
you
think
would.
it's pretty good. So I was at the Sizzler in Van Nuys.
That already sounds like Diarrhea
Yeah,
City.
all right, all right. You know, I'm high. I eat a bunch of shit, right? And then all of a sudden, I gotta go, right? I go to the bathroom, and I don't quite make it to the toilet, but I'm so close. So I sprayed the whole fucking wall, right? And it looked like someone got some chili and just went all over the wall. It's all over the fucking wall. This is the problem. I come back to sit down. I want to play this shit off. Guess what? I'm the only one there. Me and my girl were the only people in the whole fucking system. It was about the closing time. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I had to use the bathroom again. I forgot to wash my hands or something after the meal. The guy was in there cleaning this shit up, and he gave me the look of. He was just like,
Bro, I'm
"Fuck
sorry.
you, bro."
If you spray the wall, you drop a 50 and you walk out.
I should have dropped the 50. I
Get
didn't even
out.
think about it.
Get out. You stayed? That's like murdering somebody. I'm gonna watch this investigation. What are you, crazy?
I didn't even think about that. I was just like, I did the South Park walk away, like, I just walked away. I didn't know what else to do. I just got nervous. I felt bad, And he had the gas mask on and everything. He had the mask on his face. He gave me the look like, fucking hate you. You could tell he was saying,
One of our remember our manager. Maybe I won't say Trader Joe's employee names, but one of our managers was awesome. She was the best. And there's this one, not homeless guy, but like, remember Dickie Benz lives out of his car and was always red from alcohol. He used to charge his phone and talk to everybody. He's really creepy, but he was nice enough and put together enough to where we all just like, you know, it was fucked up. It sounds like I'm a monster, but like if you understood how often he lived in Trader Joe's, he just hang out there all day. Like it was his office. He didn't live there, but like he lived out of his car, so he would spend 3-4 hours a day in Trader Joe's. So you just got to know him, and it's just like you're kind to him because you feel bad, and he's there, and it's customer service and this, that. But he used to always charge his phone, and we'd let him charge his phone, and we'd give him food and shit and coffee. But then one day our manager like fucking just put the slap down, smack down, I don't know, and stopped all the perks that we'd hook him up and be like, don't hook this guy up. And then I asked her why, because she's a warm person, a sweetheart. And she goes, that motherfucker keeps spraying the goddamn walls. And she found out it was him. Because we used to have a spray shitter. He never worked daytimes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what he was a night. He's my coworker for 9 years, and so we would have this repeat shitter that spray the walls. And she fucking deduced it down to him, and it wasn't hard to. I don't know why I didn't put it together. It's like, but she's like, this motherfucker's spraying our walls. We're cleaning up his shit every fucking day. She's like, the freebies are done, and we fucking didn't kick him out, but we stopped all the perks and treated him differently because he would spray the walls with shit.
So,
He's sick in the head. He's sick in the head.
Don't spray the walls. Don't
And
spray
hang out.
And then hang out.
You spray and you run.
Yeah, that was my
You
fault.
run.
I should have just left.
Yeah.
I went back in the bathroom. And so now in his situation, he tried to get more perks. The guy, so you just gotta leave.
It's really funny too because I don't think we ever told them why. He said, "Can I charge my phone?" One day, every day he could, and we're like, "No." And then everyone hated him because we all had to clean up his shit at one point, and we found out it was him. So it went from like nice to like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
I feel bad for this guy. I don't know why. I just feel bad for people.
I do too, but don't spray
Yeah.
the walls.
Yeah, I still feel bad for him. But he shouldn't have done that. He's a shitty dude for doing that. Well, where would he go?
Spray
in his
the walls
car?
once, maybe twice.
No, don't ever spray the
I'll
walls.
give you 2 times.
I did it once.
Repeat offender, and we gotta clean up your fucking doo-doo. You fucking
Did you ever have
rock
to clean
knife,
it up?
bro.
Did you ever have to clean it up?
Yeah. Come on, dude. What you think this is? We're in my living room, bro. You don't think I cleaned up a stranger's
How many
doo-doo
times?
before? Not that much, because Haro would always have to do it.
You did it?
No.
Oh.
No, that's Chris Lunn. I probably shouldn't have said Haro's name, but he's maxed out. He's Trader Joe's career guy.
Okay.
Makes a good living there, so they'd always give it to him or a manager. But I'd clean the bathrooms quite a bit.
I mean, I might have seen if I came to work and saw the shit on the wall, I might just go home like, man, you're not gonna pick me to do this bullshit.
But I would just do mop bucket style, just fucking mop. Psh, psh, psh. So I'd be at 4 or 5 feet distance, gloved up, shirt like this. Gloved up.
You know when you were doing the lady, like exposing the dude, figuring out who it was. That shit keeps playing in my head over and over again. That piece of shit shitted on the wall.
That's the fucking mad shitter. Get him
the
out of
mad
here.
shitter.
Remember when Seffi was clogging the toilets? You never worked mornings.
I
He used to always clog the fucking toilets, and I confronted him because we had one men's bathroom, and I
hate
had
people like
shit, and it's hard to take a shit when this motherfucker. And I called him out, and then he got upset, and he told the manager on me. And then we had a sit down with a meeting on how I shouldn't blame him for clogging the toilet. And I was just laughing. I was like, this is the weirdest trouble meeting write-up I've ever had. Hey, Craig, you can't call it. I go, I know it's him. He goes in, toilet works. He goes in, he comes out, doesn't work. Who else is it? We're not open yet. This is before the store opened. This is like 6 a.m. This fucking asshole clogging the goddamn toilet. You don't think he was a boxer too? He's a big 220. That's why I know I am crazy. I also know he can knock me out with the flick of his wrist. But I just, I'm a pit bull. Like I don't give a fuck if you're 225. Used to box and you ripped and got biceps the size of my thighs. I'm okay. Hey, fuck face, you shitting in the toilet, dude. And I got right in his face. Like, dude, I need a shit. Now I got to go in the women's bathroom and lock the door and put a trash can behind it because you clogged the men's toilet.
Yeah, I hate that.
And then I got fucking coworkers knocking. Who's in there? I'm like, leave me alone.
I've been in that
So
position.
yeah, I came at him.
Doesn't
I
feel
came
good.
at him hard.
Doesn't feel good. What's worse? All right, so I once with this guy I used to hang out. We're still cool, but guy I grew up with, he would do this. He would get drunk at whatever. We go from the club or he's at your house. He gets drunk. He would go in the bathroom and not even completely. Sometimes even lock the door, close the door, and just start jerking off.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What job is that?
No. He was my boy I grew up with, but he got real. He's like, man, let's get some pussy tonight. If he struck out too many times, he was just. I guess he was. He just couldn't wait. I guess, but he'd go into bed. He just start jerking off.
In your house?
Yeah, right now, if you came over here, right? You came out to the club, he struck out, say a girl grinding on him, and he's just really in that mode. He's drunk. He would go in your bathroom, and he's so drunk he might forget to lock the door. Just start jerking off, right?
I've done that.
But this is the thing. This thing I caught him was this what he did. He was doing he was doing this. He was going at it, and I caught him. This is what he did. And like he was like, man, he was committed to what he was doing. He's like, I'm gonna finish this shit.
You know what's insane? That I just thought how I was like judging him and going, what a fuck. And then I go, oh, wait. I've like straight up brought a laptop in the bathroom. I've been kicked out of parties for whacking it in the bathroom.
Well, I actually filmed him one time, and I was gonna, you do this shit again, I'm gonna put this on social media. I forgot I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna show everybody. I forgot what I said, but I threatened his ass. It's like, man, you gotta cut this bullshit
But
out.
cut that whacking it off, son.
Yeah.
Young man.
At least
Better
lock
whack it at your own home.
Like, just lock the door. Don't leave the door like, you know what I mean, kind of open. I feel like this is some type of invitation that I'm
Maybe
not gonna
he's
be a
just
part
hoping
of.
somebody would come in and fuck him.
Yeah, maybe.
I've
Maybe.
done that. I've
He's
done
like,
that.
fuck this.
Who's watching? Come in.
You know what? I'm in the bathroom jerking off. Anybody want to get a part of this? Just come on in. Like, I don't know.
I remember just whacking it. I shouldn't say this. Fucking pussy ass culture.
I just say it. If it's bad, just edit it out.
Okay. I was it's one of the reasons I'm sober. One of the last moments of shit facedness I remember. I was on mushrooms, Molly, coke, pills, weed, alcohol.
All at once?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm a G. Come on, baby.
That is straight
And
shit.
I remember just lubing up with olive oil, just getting oiled up and opening up my apartment door. Not this apartment, it was another apartment. And just masturbating to the empty hallway, hoping a stranger would walk by and fuck me. And then I woke up in the morning, I remembered that, and I was like, I need to find God. I'm done with this lifestyle.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
I can't
man.
do this anymore.
I think you beat my man out. I think my man's story just went to shit. You win.
I can't believe I was
win, Craig.
judging your man, and I did things
No, you
worse.
win. You win. He should. That should be the. If he keeps going, he's gonna get to your level. That's
Tell
the
him to
next
get
phase.
sober, rub some rocks, and find God. Buddha, Allah, Jesus,
They're all the same guy.
Mecca, Hecca,
has
Flacca,
little
Wecca,
names.
whatever the fuck you want. Energy, God's wee, let it be. Find what you gotta find.
Never heard anybody say God's wee wee. Those might be like the first.
Yeah,
time
that's
those
my
words are
new
ever
God.
spoken.
I don't believe in no Jesus, but I believe in God's wee. I think we about did it. We
Yeah,
did good, man.
Had a
Anything
great
else?
time. No, man. It was
Want to
good.
plug some dates? This comes out next Wednesday.
Oh, I got December 12th, Ontario Improv.
There you go. That'll be out. This will be out by the
DM me, and I'll get you in for
Dante
free.
Chang. I'll tag you and everything, so you'll be up in.
Thank
the
you,
shit.
Craig.
There'll be promo
I
clips.
love you.
I love you too. I'm so happy you're headlining, getting full weekends.
That's
And
crazy, right?
It's crazy,
I
man.
can't even believe that
We
shit.
started an open mics.
Yeah, I can't believe that shit.
I mean, I don't know how many people are thinking about doing comedy, but hey, man, you work hard. Sometimes you get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not
There's
funny,
no shortcut. The grind has no shortcuts. Someone asked me
No.
about that. He was like, "Can you give me some shortcuts?" I was like, that doesn't exist.
No.
You cannot shortcut the grind.
Even somebody with great success is blowing up and turning into a theater comic like Trevor Wallace. Like people think that was a shortcut. No, that fool's been at it 6-7 years.
Yeah.
There's no shortcuts.
There's no shortcuts to the grind.
Yeah.
Does not exist.
It doesn't happen. You got to work hard and put your feet on the fucking pavement. And sometimes you blow up and sometimes you don't. And you just keep your head down and keep working, baby.
Well, I feel like if you enjoy yours, I've talked to many successful people, and it seems like the majority of successful people it was just enjoying it. They weren't really worried about being this or that. They just kind of enjoyed it and just had a good time. They were never really too worried about it. They just kind of just enjoyed. They love comedy, love the craft.
You know what's crazy? I've been enjoying it this whole time, and since I've had some recent success, I stopped enjoying it. It's crazy. You work
That's
so
true.
hard to get all
That's
this
true.
stuff. Then you get the stuff, and then you're like, all right, now what do I have to do? You analyze it
Because
differently.
you start feeling pressure.
Yeah,
You
because
feel like
before
now-
there was no pressure. It's just like, oh, who cares? I'm doing an open mic at the Ha Ha at 4 p.m.
it's all good.
You know, it doesn't matter. But now I'm like, I got to fill seats. I got to sell tickets. I got to get a website. And it's just like, I didn't have to think about none of this shit
But it's
before.
crazy. I believe in energy. Like, seriously, I'm going to tell you something crazy. So I was at, I think, Brea Improv like a few weeks ago. And then, so on Monday, I had 100 tickets moved, right? And I was like panicking because it's 5:50. And then I started thinking to myself, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Then I was like, oh, it's going to be fine. Right? And for some reason, I sold 370 tickets.
That's fantastic.
You know what I mean? And the next day. Because I believe your energy is that powerful.
Yeah.
Because if I would have kept worrying, I feel like it would have been the traditional, normal. It would have been like maybe like 120 or usually 20%. For some reason, I was just like, it's going to be fine. I'm going to have a good time. I'm not even worried about it. You know what I mean? And then for some reason, it just happened.
I was like that with my first ever headlining show at the Rec Room in Huntington Beach. I was contacting the producer and I was worried. I was like, hey, man, what are ticket sales at? I'm not that big of a pest. I think I answered him once or twice. I think the follow-up was because he didn't even answer me. But then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm in Spain with my wife. And I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't mean to bug you on your vacation. And then I just went, well, whatever's going to be is going to be. And I stopped fucking worrying about it. And it wasn't sold out, but it was like 80% capacity.
Yeah,
and
that's
it was
great.
fantastic. And I made the most money I've ever made just off myself. And it wasn't a lot, but it was like my proudest moment. I sold tickets. I sold T-shirts. I headlined. And I had never done any of that stuff, you know. And it just felt really, really nice.
Great feeling.
To sell, to like be, just to, the thing you, like my buddy Michael Lenoci, one of my best friends, he said it, he's like, at some point you have to turn this into a business because it is a business. And because I wasn't worried about none of this shit. And then it's just like, that was my first night of actually turning it into a business. And it was fucking dope. And like, no, I didn't get in it for the money. And I don't want, you always got to think about the stupid ass haters out there with
It doesn't
the
work.
rebuttals. But it's like, we never got it in. Like, what do you think we did for 6-7 years being negative?
It doesn't
I'm
work.
still in the negative probably if you added up everything. I'm probably barely breaking even now because those first 5-6 years, you just spend money. You spend money pursuing your dream at most of the time horrible shows and venues and
I was
open mics.
producing, so I always
Bar
try to be.
shows.
I always try
Yeah.
to be in the black.
Yeah.
Like I started producing
wasn't.
like 2 months in.
I never produced. I produced like 2 bar shows, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm done. I hate this." And like right now, I produce 1 monthly at the Comedy Store with co-producing, and I even hate that. I just did it because I'm like, well, it's stupid to turn down a show at the Comedy Store, but it's just like I don't want to book. I just want to be a comic. But it's just like at some point, you turn it into a business. And you charge for fucking tickets because McDonald's charges for those shit cheeseburgers that are delicious. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, it's a business. This is how I make my living. How am I going to buy my rock knives? I put this everywhere. I just put it in my mouth. That's gross. Anyways, it's very dope to plant all these seeds and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years later, they grow. And then you get some goddamn fruit. Some of it's a big, juicy pomegranate with antioxidant. I messed that word up.
And
real
sometimes
bad.
it's his cat's testicles.
It's
But hey,
sometimes it's a little shit berry.
That's all you
And guess what? It's still edible, and you eat that shit.
It
Eat
depends
that
the work you
shit.
put in.
And that's fucking life. Sometimes you gotta whack it to an empty hallway.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? We ain't
He's
editing
got you, boy.
shit out.
Thank
But
God.
boy,
we ain't
Jay, if you
editing
seen this,
shit
he got
out.
you beat in the hallway, not in the bathroom, in the hallway. You're actually a bitch compared to him.
Yeah.
Because he jerked off in the hallway.
Yeah.
You just choose
In my,
bathrooms.
on my private property, I still need the law. I'm in my, I'm on my property.
Jerked off in the hallway.
It's not indecent.
what somebody would like what they see.
Nobody fucked me.
Did anybody even come by?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't think so. I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. It will depend. Hopefully I'll pop and get famous later and then somebody will listen. I walked by in a hallway 2009. I want some money. I am traumatized. I got a smooth cock, bitch. You like what you saw. You liked what you saw. My family listens to this podcast. God damn it. They do. Oh, shit, I'm fucked. Anyways, the truth will set you free. What are they gonna do? What are you gonna take? What are you gonna take? You gonna take my kitchen I don't have? You can't take shit. You gonna take my cat toys that I got at TJ Maxx for discount? You can't take shit. I ain't got nothing, bitches. I ain't got shit to take.
Some rocks. Some cool
I got
rocks.
some cool rocks. Don't take my rocks. It's all I have. It's all I have, Dante. Anyways, I love you, dude, and
Thank
I'm
you.
glad, and it always makes me happy to see you
too,
growing
man.
and getting success, planting them seeds. I've been farting over here, and I'm sorry if you smell that. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you for listening to the Community
Thank you,
Service
guys.
Podcast. Check out my man Dante. He's funny as fuck. And I'll catch you at a show near you. Catch me at Brea Improv. This won't be out by then, will it? I love you. Have a good evening.